Hi everyone and welcome to your Sculpt Pilates class. Today is going to be about a 30-minute class. We're going to spend most of the time on the floor. It's going to be quite a nice, slow and gentle class. Perfect if you're in your luteal phase perhaps, or menstrual phase, or if you're just looking for something a little bit more chill. It's also great if you're a beginner and you're looking to get started with Pilates, or if you're trying to move up from beginner to intermediate. This might be quite a nice class to do. I am going to be using some small weights. If you don't have weights, it's totally fine. I would recommend them to have a bit of extra challenge, but like I said, it's definitely not essential, and you can still do the class without it. So we're going to get started on our backs on the floor, and we're just going to take a nice little warm up of the body. So bringing the knees in towards your chest, let's just place the hands on either side of your head like a cactus, and we're just going to take a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, dropping the knees over to the right side and allowing for that beautiful twist of the spine. Just taking nice deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Just relaxing the body over to one side, connecting to the breath and connecting to what we're about to do. Good. Again, inhale and exhale. We're going to bring the knees over and tipping them down to the left side. Just relax. We're going to move pretty slowly today, so get ready, maybe setting your intention for your class in this nice comfortable position on the mat. Good. Take a nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Over to the other side. Twist and relax. Good. Again, nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Back over to the left side for the final time. Lovely. All right, and then when you're ready, we're just going to come back up and through the center and place the feet onto the floor. I'm going to place my hands behind my head, and we're going to get ready to work into the abs a little bit here. Okay, so taking a nice deep breath in. Notice how your ribs like to open up nice and wide. And then as you exhale, tucking chin to chest, lifting your head, neck, shoulders and chest up off the floor and squeezing into your low core. And then bringing it down with control back to the mat. Good. Taking a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Squeezing up and into your crunch. Good. Inhale, rolling down. Try to control those ribs. Exhale, squeezing up. Try to control the movements as much as you can. We're going to move quite slow so you can use that slowness to really find the muscle and utilize each rep. If you're a beginner, slow movements on Pilates can be really effective because you can learn how best to move your body and how best to activate your muscles. Good. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and crunch. We're going to go for 6 more crunches here. Breathing in and breathing out. Exhale. Good. Breathing in and out. That's 5. Good. Rolling down. Final 4. Really squeeze up and feel the shakes. Push that low spine down into the mat. And 3. Good. Rolling with control. Final 2. All the way down. Now last one, all the way up. So we're going to squeeze up and hold. Okay, if you need to drop your head at any point during this next part, then please just release it back to the floor. Otherwise, try and keep that head lifted up off the mat and crunch. Try not to pull on your neck. Try to use your chest and your core to stay lifted. Now we're going to extend the right leg down towards the floor. We're going to take little circles up and around in one direction, squeezing the pelvis and controlling the movement in one direction for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift that chest, 1, reverse the direction, up and around. Try and keep nice and relaxed through that neck, squeezing through the chest and the core, circling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, little pulses straight up and down for 8, 7, good, 6, 5, you guys can do it, push that chest up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bend that knee in, right knee towards your left elbow. Take a nice twist and squeeze of your core. And then open it up long. Extend that leg and you can open up through your chest. And squeeze and lift. Twist and find your elbow to knee. Try not to twist too much through the pelvis. Try to keep that knee nice and straight, but keep moving up with your chest, and then open up with control. Good, we're going to go here for 6, squeeze, and open. 5, squeeze, open up and extend. 4, take it nice and slow, there's no rush. Really using the body and using the muscles to move. 2. Good. 1. Squeeze up and hold. I want you to reach your arms over to the right side. And we're going to take little pulses up of your chest and up chest towards that thigh. Squeeze and squeeze. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back down through the center. Just relax your head down for a moment and relax that foot down to the floor. All right, when you're ready, taking a nice deep breath in and deep breath out. We're going to lift that chest up. We're going to extend that left leg down towards the floor. Now we're going to take little circles of the left side, up and around and squeeze. Squeeze in one direction for 6, 5, lift through your chest, 4, 3, 2, reverse the circling, 1, up and around, squeeze it up, lift that chest up, it likes to drop down. Let's go, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, little pulses up and down, squeezing, 8, 7, 6, lift it up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to bend it in. Right knee towards your right elbow towards your left knee, sorry. Extend and open up. Good, now we're going to think chest up and elbow to knee. Trying to keep that pelvis really straight and moving the chest. Open and extend. Squeeze up and twist. And open it out long. Good, really control. And utilize your reps. Good, we're going to go for another 6. Squeeze and twist and open. In 5, squeeze and lift. Open it out. Final 4. Squeeze up. You might find it's easier on one side than the other. 3, try and really notice where you might feel weaker. 2, and put that extra work in. Now final 1, we're going to lift up and hold here. Now we're going to reach those arms over to the left, taking little pulses up and up with your chest towards that thigh for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down through the center. Place that foot down. Take a little rest. When you're ready, we're going to take one final breath in And breathing out, we're going to lift those legs up to tabletop. Now, lifting that chest up off the floor and squeeze. We're going to go bicycle crunch. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. Squeeze and twist. Squeeze and twist. This is going to be the last little bit of core, so push to the end. Let's go for 12. 11. Squeeze. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Coming through the middle. Let's reach those arms towards your feet and just take little pulses up and up for 10. 9. You guys can do it. 8. Push. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. All right, drop it down. Ooh. Abs nice and warmed up. Let's just extend those legs down along the mat. Extend your arms up overhead. Take a nice big reach. Open up those ribs. Exhale. Open up and inhale. Exhale and relax. Good. We're going to go one more deep breath. And exhale. Good. This is my favorite kind of Pilates. Well, I say that every time, but this is one of my favorite kinds of Pilates. Nice and slow and intentional. It's really amazing for the body. All right, so we're going to get working into the glutes a little bit now. I want you to grab your weights if you've got them. Otherwise, don't worry. Just keep your hands here at your chest with your weights or without the weights. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so taking a nice deep inhale. And then as we exhale, I want you to squeeze your ribs down. Push the weight through your heels and start to peel your spine up off the floor, one vertebrae at a time, until you find your glute bridge. Trying not to extend too high up, trying to keep a nice straight body. Good. Inhale, tapping it down with control back to the floor. Good. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, rolling down. Lovely. Keep working. Exhale. And inhale. Feel free to close your eyes. Concentrate on what you're doing. And really think about those muscles, thinking about your core and how it's supporting your back. Thinking about your glutes and how it's the power through this move. Good. And use every single rep. Keeping your upper body relaxed and keeping your mind focused. All right, let's go 3 more. 3. Good. Final 2. Squeeze up. Now last one. All the way up. Squeeze up and hold here. Okay, now as you drop your hips this time, I want you to punch those weights up towards the sky and simultaneously lower the hips to the ground. Exhale, squeeze the hips back up and drive those weights back in towards your chest. So we're adding a little bit of challenge on the stability. Drop the hips, push the weights. Inhale, exhale, push the hips and drive the weights back in. Keep control of those ribs. Keep control of your core. Keep your feet nice and balanced onto the floor. And let's just keep working here for another 8. 7. Squeeze and tap. 6. Tap it down. Good. In 5. Final 4. You can do it. Come back to that core. Come back to that connection in the glutes. Let's go for 3. Tap. In 2. Good, now last one. All the way up with the hips, all the way down with the weights. Now holding it here. Now I want you to reach those weights up, but keep your hips up at the same time. We're going to open up those knees wide and allow those weights to go out wide at the same time. Keeping the feet on the floor, squeezing out through the outer glute. Squeeze it back in, keeping those hips up and holding this position. Let's go out wide and squeeze it in. You guys can do it. Nice and controlled. Out wide with the legs. Squeeze the shape back in. Good, we're going to work here for another 6. In 5. Keep that breath on. Keep moving slow and controlled. Final 4. Keep your shoulders relaxed, even though we're moving the upper body now. Final 3. Good, last 2. Squeezing in. Now last one, hold it out wide. We're going to keep the knees wide, keep the feet down the floor, keep the legs out wide. Just take little pulses of the hips up and up. For 8, hold that core. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, squeezing 2, 1. We're going to squeeze it in. Final round of pulses here. Legs together, weights up. Let's squeeze those hips up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, drop the hips and release the weights. Good. We're going to keep working a little bit onto a single leg just to introduce some more advanced move into this flow. I want you to grab one weight and place it at your chest. For now, the weight is going to stay at your chest, and we're going to bring the left leg up to tabletop and place all of the weight into the right foot. Good. All right, taking a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to push those hips up into a single leg glute bridge. Okay, we're not going to do this for very long. I'm just going to introduce this move. Squeeze up and squeeze it down. Good. Let's work for another 4. Squeeze. Final 3. Squeeze and tap. Final 2. Now last one. All the way up, all the way down. Okay, this time, as we push our hips up, we're going to push that weight up towards the sky at the same time. Holding here, we're going to extend the left leg long towards the floor, extend the weight overhead. Squeeze it back in, and then tap the hips down. Keep the weight up where it is. Squeezing up and lift. Extend the shape. Squeeze it back in, and tap it down. So this is that level up into that intermediate Pilates sculpt. We're just going to work here for another 3 more reps. You guys can do it. Squeeze it up. In 3. Tap. Final 2, squeeze and lengthen. Don't swing those limbs. Really take control of what you're doing. Final 1, hold and lift. We're going to work that extension for 6. Keep the hips up. 5, 4, you can do it. Squeeze. 3, 2 more. 2. Now last one. All the way in, squeeze, and bring it down. Relax. Good. All right, you guys are doing really good. We're going to go straight onto the left side, and then we're going to move on to some upper body. So let's just push through this final bit of glutes. You guys can do it. Let's bring that right leg up to tabletop. Bring that weight back to your chest. Take a nice deep breath in. And deep breath out all of the way through the left foot. We're going to squeeze up and push into a glute bridge, single leg. Good, tap it down. Inhale, exhale and lift, squeeze. Good, inhale to tap. We're not going to be here for too long. You guys can do this. Let's work through together. We're in this together. Good, let's go for 4 more. 4, come back to that core. Make sure that core is always supporting you, keeping your pelvis nice and straight. 3. Final 2, squeeze and lift and tap. Final 1, squeeze and lift and hold. We're going to lift that weight up over the chest. Now we're going to add that extension. Right leg extends, weight extends overhead. Squeeze the shape back in and then drop the hips, keeping the weight up high. Good. Lift up and squeeze. Extend and bring it in. Good. Tap the hips down. Let's go 4 more. Squeeze up, extend, bring it in and tap. Good. 3. Squeeze, controlling the move. Don't swing the limbs. 2. Extend, bring it in, tap it down. Final 1. Lift, extend, and squeeze. We're going to stay with that extension here for 6. 5. Hold that core. Keep those hips up. 4. Really squeezing through the movements. In 3, up, up, up. 2, breathe through it. Final 1, squeeze all the way in and bring it back down to relax. Great, drop the weight down. Let's just hug those knees in towards your chest. Take a little rock side to side and take a little breather. You guys are doing so well. This is a lovely workout. We're nearly at the end, so let's move on to do a bit of upper body and then we'll take a beautiful stretch to finish. Grabbing behind the legs, take a nice little rock and roll to come up. Maybe placing your hands down in front of you and swinging your legs back behind you. And let's just take a nice cat-cow. So dropping the belly, opening the chest, breathing in. And reverse. Exhale, pushing away from the floor. And extending the spine. Good, dropping down, opening it up, breathing in. And exhale, reversing the movement. Good, let's go 1 more, drop it down. Breathing in. And exhale, reverse. Good, maybe taking a few rocks side to side. Any movement here that feels good for you. For your body today, maybe taking a roll of the neck around the world of the spine, whatever feels good. Just give your body a little bit of extra love. And then coming back to find that neutral spine. All right, we're going to grab the weights and place the weights underneath our hands. If that feels comfortable, we're going to take our push-ups on the weights. If it doesn't feel comfortable, you can just place your hands back down on the floor and work from there, okay? Otherwise, keeping your hands on the weights, taking a nice big inhale, and coming to that core, exhale and contract your core and hold your spine using your abs. We're gonna drop the chest towards the floor, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears, bending through the body, and tucking the elbows down and into your chest. Squeezing back up to lift. Really keeping a nice control through that core and working with intention. Good. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, push. Inhale to drop. Exhale to lift. Keep working. Inhale. And exhale. Good. We're going to work here for another 4. Good. Final 3. And 2. Now last one. All right, coming up, we're going to find that nice frontal raise. So extending the right arm out long and in front of you, keeping that shoulder down away from your ear, placing it back to the floor. Left arm extends and lifts. Bring it back down, strong through the core. Let's find that press. So that's the combo. Extend right arm, bring it down. Extend the left arm, bring it down, strong to the core, drop the chest and push. lift and extend, bring it down, lift and extend, bring it down, strong to the core, drop that chest. Good. We're going to keep working here for 5. Breathe and control. Don't swing those arms. You want to really use those arms. In 4, squeeze and tap. Squeeze and tap. Strong into the core, drop that chest. Push. 3. Lift and extend and tap. Drop the chest, strong into the core. Good. Final 2. Drop the chest. Push and lift. Final 1. Squeeze and work the body. Now we're going to find that halfway point with a press up and take those pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, push, 2, 1. All right, lifting all the way up. We're going to find ourselves onto our knees and bring our weights to your shoulders. Nice and strong into the core. I want you to take a slight little hinge back. We're going to take a shoulder press over the head. Weights come straight up. We're going to bring the weights back down. We're going to extend them back behind us to take that squeeze through the triceps. Bring it up and shoulder press. You can take a little lift through the body as you press up. Hinge it back as you come down, extend through your triceps. Squeeze up, lift. Squeeze down, extend and squeeze. Up, push, in, down. Keep working. Up, push, in, and extend. Let's go for 4. Working those arms, working that core. 3. We're so strong, we're nearly there. All the way up, in 2. Squeeze into the core, lift. Final 1, all the way down, all the way up, extend up. Now we're going to find that tricep extension behind and take little pulses up. Squeezing those arms back and lift. Squeeze and contract. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, strong to the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, coming up. Now I want you to extend your right arm down behind you. You're going to press the left arm up all the way overhead, shoulder press. Now keeping those arms straight, we're going to switch and lift the right arm up, extend the left arm back. Switch, almost like a seesaw. Keeping those arms really straight, keeping those shoulders down away from your ears. Keep working with control and precision. Don't swing your arms. You want to really move those arms. Let's keep working here for 8, 7. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3. Good. 2, 1. All right, bringing both arms into your chest. We're going to push your arms outward like a cactus. Now we're going to take that shoulder press overhead, squeeze down and pull into your back. This is the last bit. Up and squeeze it down. You guys can do it. Up, squeeze and pull into the back of your shoulder blades. Push up. Squeeze and pull back into your shoulder blades. Come on, arms are burning. You can do it. Let's go. 8, 7. Nice and slow and controlled. 6, 5, 4. Push. 3, 2. Up. Now final 1, hold and squeeze. We're just going to take little pulses here for 8, 7. Pulse your shoulder up and down, little movement. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everyone, well done. Drop the weights. Let your knees go wide and let your hips go back. And just walk your arms down along your mat and drop your head down to the floor. All of the hard work is done. We're just going to take a nice little stretch, so please stay with me. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Exhale. And again, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Relax. Good. One more deep breath in. And deep breath out. Bringing the body back down to rest. Good. Coming up onto all fours. We're just going to take a nice twist and release of the shoulder. So placing the weight into the left hand, we're going to open up through the right side. Opening up towards the sky. Inhale. And then sweep it through and under. Exhale. Place your right cheek and your right shoulder down onto the mat. And allow that twist of the spine. Allow that relaxation of your shoulder. Good, nice deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good, one more. Okay, coming through the center. Let's open up to the left side, taking a beautiful stretch, breathing in. And breathing out, sweep it through and under. Left side comes down to the mat. Feel that beautiful stretch through the spine and the shoulder. And just come back to your breath. Good, two more. Final breath. Okay, coming back through the center. Now, I want you to bring your right leg up into a lunge. So sweeping it forward and keeping that left knee back on the mat. We're just going to place your hands down onto the floor and allow those hips to sink down into the mat and just start to release the inner thigh. Taking your breath and just extending through your hip flexor and extending through your front leg. Good, keep breathing. Another deep breath in. And deep breath out, release down to those hips even more. All right, when you're ready, taking a nice deep breath in. And breathing out, we're going to push those hips back and keep that front leg where it is, but extend through the back of the right hamstring. Trying to keep your chest down towards your leg and feel that stretch through the back of the body, the back of the leg, and up into the glutes. Try to release your neck and be nice and relaxed here. Good, one more deep breath in. And deep breath out. Coming forward over the leg. Let's place both hands on the inside of that right leg and we can just push that right knee out wide and allow that foot to kind of just roll over. And really pushing deep into those hips as low as it will go for today. And then when you're ready, we can put both hands back down to the floor and sweep that right leg back into our all four position. We're going to go left side, left foot comes forward. Let's find that low lunge, keeping that right knee down on the mat and placing your hands on either side of that left foot and just allowing those hip flexors to really push down towards the floor. Do what you can. Even if you're not as low as I am with your hips, that's okay. Just do what you can. Find the point where it feels uncomfortable. And then use your breath to push down a little bit more. All right, let's go another deep breath in. And deep breath out. All right, on this next inhale, we're going to prepare to push those hips back, and then exhale, push those hips back, extend through that front leg, trying to keep your chest down towards your leg. And feel that beautiful extension through the back of your left hamstring. Trying to relax your neck, relax your body. And just enjoy the stretch. Good, one final deep inhale. And exhale, hinge it forward. Now you're going to place that hand on your right knee and just allow it to push out wide. And push those hips down into the mat as much as they'll go for today. Good, one more deep breath in. And out. And then let's place those hands down on the mat. Sweep that left leg back. And we can just sit onto our feet. And we're just going to take our nice 3 grounding breaths here to finish off today's class. If you want to sit on your bum, make a cross-legged position, whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm going to stay here on my feet. And we're just going to take a nice deep breath in. Reach those arms up towards the sky. Take a beautiful extension through the body. And then exhale. Hands come down by your side and your spine will stay nice and long. And again, breathing in, opening it up, extend. And exhale. Breathe it out. Good, let's go one more. Deep breath in, opening it up. And exhale, bringing those hands down to prayer and into your heart space. Feel free to close down your eyes. And we're just going to take a few moments here to calm the mind and to be still on the mat. After that lovely, nice bit of movement, body's feeling calm. And now let's calm the mind back down. And whenever you're ready, we're going to take one final deep inhale. And exhale, breathe it all out. Hands down to your knees, starting to open up your eyes, maybe taking one roll out of your shoulders, and you are all done. Thank you for joining me for that lovely, calm, and slow movement class. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you are feeling rejuvenated and powerful after that bit of movement together. And I can't wait to see you on the next class.